What's up, everybody? I had a talk with my therapist and my psychiatrist, and they're still trying to get me to sit there and do more videos on here and try to make something out of it so I can start becoming independent. I don't have to worry about depending on my family for a place to live or a way to get to other places. They're telling me that I really need to start trying to become independent and not have to be dependent on other people. But I also know that it's not going to be easy, especially with this economy, how it is, especially with prices going up and up and up and up, and it's not getting any lower. It's just going to keep on going up and up. There's no way for somebody like me who's just starting back into the work business to raise enough money for a down payment. Places around where I live right now, the apartments are currently about a year or two or more on you know, the list. So that's not really an option for me. And when it comes to places, actual buying out places and stuff like that, we all know that when it comes to down payment, it has to be a certain percentage of that full price. And with bills being the way they are, other things popping up and everything like that, medical bills and stuff like that, everything is preventing me from saving enough money to sit there and actually be able to start my own life. I eventually want to have my own life, but with the way this economy is right now, that seems like it is a pipe dream, an impossible task. I don't really know what to do. And with all my mental issues, with my depression, anxiety, it's not helping either. No, I'm not thinking of, myself. I would never think about that ever because I had too many people who have went that route and he have either not succeeded or have succeeded, and that's something that I would never ever think about. That is something that is like a trigger to me. I lost too many people to that. Just to forewarn anybody, I'm probably going to sit there and make sure this is not available to kids to see, but that's trigger warning for some people who know what I'm saying, but I don't want to want out say it because of the fact of YouTube and maybe demonetization and stuff like that. But I do have a lot of struggles with depression and anxiety. My PTSD is actually okay for right now. There's nothing really there to trigger that, but my depression and anxiety is a huge thing I deal with every day because I can't stop thinking about infinite scenarios. So my anxiety never stops really. I am not really showing what's going on with my hands, but I'm like messing with my hands right now. You might be able to see it through the shadows, but my anxiety is always high. But I try to sit there and make sure it's low enough to where I don't have to end up in the hospital because at this point I can't afford to miss work. That's another reason why I'm probably not gonna get my teeth dealt with. I have a lot of bad teeth. I went to the dentist like a month ago, and they told me that basically all my teeth, except for the canines and the teeth in between the canines down at the bottom, need to be taken out. But when they told me the price for all of it, I was like, I really can't afford that. I can't afford to pay that out of pocket. Yeah, they can put me on a payment plan and stuff like that, but at this point, yeah, I get it done, but what's going to happen afterwards? How much is going to cost me to sit there and get like implants or something? If you're hearing something buzzing or anything like that, it's because I have notifications popping up on my phone. But there's so many things that prevented me from having my own life to myself, being able to go out all the time, have friends over, be able to sit there and go out and enjoy life. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that when bills are taking the money. I barely have any money left over for myself. Right now, yeah, I'm sitting there putting myself aside so that I can do a little bit of Christmas shopping to begin with and everything. Yeah, I know it's October and everything, it's months away, but I'd rather sit there and get all the Christmas gifts now instead of waiting till last minute. Because the fact is, last year we didn't get to do Christmas. And I felt really bad because my order has autism and I wasn't able to do anything for him last year. And I felt bad. But I am able to do that this year. I've already gotten him some stuff. You would see that in previous videos what about him so far. I'm trying to buy him some clothes this week, some Dragon Ball Z clothes. And then I'm probably going to do some Power Ranger clothes the next week. My mom just asked me if I can get him these weird shoes that if you click the back, it puts out roller skates. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find something like that on Amazon. But I told her there's no guarantees I'll be able to get it for him. I don't know if it's like a special brand that you have to actually go to an actual special website to get, or if I can actually get it off of Amazon. But I will try my best to do that. I am trying to get him a mini fridge, like I have one in my room, but I'm gonna get him a smaller one so he can have his drinks and a couple snacks in it while he's playing. Our neighbor just gave us a whole bunch of furniture, dressers, and stuff like that. So we put it in his room so he would have a dresser for his clothes because he had it on a makeshift TV stand and everything where he had his TV and then underneath was where he put his clothes at. Now he actually has a dresser to do that. I have a little bookshelf stand for my clothes now, which is fine with me. I'm not really worried about that. I could have left mine in the closet and just kept on doing it that way, but you know, if I can sit there and have easier access to it, that's fine with me too. Um, yeah, going back to the whole depression anxiety situation, I really don't socialize a lot because of the depression. I don't feel like I'm going to get anywhere in life. I feel like I'm always going to have to depend on my family, other people to sit there and be able to survive on this world or barely scrape, just barely. But gotta do what I gotta do. I'm going to try a new medication that my psychiatrist is sending over to my pharmacy. I'm going to try a new one, see if that works with my anxiety and my depression. If it doesn't, then I'll just let her know that it's not working either. And we'll just keep on going until we find something that works. Or I may be one of those very few people that no matter what the medication is, it just doesn't work. You never know, really. But I'm just doing this because I think I need to sit there and get stuff off my chest, and maybe this would also help me get more subscribers and stuff like that. Maybe allowing people who see this to sit there and kind of like match up with my energy or something, make them feel like they understand what I'm going through because they're going through the same thing. I don't know really what I want my platform to be about because there's so many things that could make you famous on here: unboxing videos, tutorials, vlogs, just about anything you could think of can make you famous on here. But it's kind of hard to do any of that when you really don't know what you want to be known for. I sat there and had to like promote a video on my TikTok to sit there and be able to get a couple more followers. It worked. I paid for like 24 hours worth, 55 and some change, but I don't know why it was that much when the price said 22 and some change. But then all of a sudden there was an extra 30 something dollars on there that I got charged for. I don't know. I really don't care at this point. But I didn't get as many followers as I wanted to. And that's what I paid for. I paid for over 1,000 followers to 22,000 followers, and maybe at most got, I think, like 30 something followers extra. And I'm like, if I'm paying for you to promote me, I need you to sit there and make sure I get what I paid for. But that's whatever. I'm not really worried about it now. Extra followers is extra followers. But I just felt like I needed to sit there and like try to make a video and everything and just like see if it helps. Like, yeah, I got my family following me. I got a couple friends following me. Just, well, subscribing to me on here, but I really don't know what else to do. I'm 28 years old and I don't know what else I can do to sit there and like get my life to sit there and start going on the up and up. Maybe this video will be the thing that brings me up. I don't know. But at least it's something. Thanks for listening. Peace.